Is it working? How will we know if it's working?
Is it working? Are we? Say something. Ask it.
Hello. Are we on?
Are we on? I think we're on.
Ponyo, say something again. Ponyo, say something again. Oh, she's so cute. All right. Well.
Somebody say. I think so.
You need to text somebody to find out if it's going.
Yeah, I think we are.
Okay.
Somebody say something.
Can you see a chat function there?
Hold on. Yes. Okay, somebody say yes.
Okay. You're on. Would you like the cat?
No, I don't need the cat. Hello, everybody. So, our internet is really slow. So, we're not seeing the images except on my broadcaster. So we're seeing that. So just keep chatting if you'd like. Obviously, I'm not there to answer, but Lynette, you can probably see out over here is doing it. So we're going to do this for about 40 minutes. And then we're going to take like a 15-minute break, and then we're going to go over to the Patreon site. So I got to get a new stream going and doing that. But yeah, here we go. Okay. And if it sounds like something's not right, just say it in the chat. That'll work too. Or if somebody who I've talked to wants to just text my phone, people watching, you can do that too and let us know to adjust it. Okay. Pushing through the market square, so many mothers trying. News had just come over. We've got 5 years left to sign. News guy wept when he told us Earth really dying. Cried so much his face was wet. Then I knew he was not lying. I heard telephone, opera house, favorite melody. I saw boys, toys, electric cars and TVs. My head hurt like a warehouse. I had no more room to spare. I had to cram so many things to get everything in there. And all the fat, skinny people, and all the tall, short people, and all the nobody people, and all the somebody people. I never thought I'd need so many people. A girl my age went off her head, hit some tiny children. If Jack hadn't pulled her off, I think she would would have killed them. The soldier with a broken arm fixed his stare to the wheels of a Cadillac. A cop knelt and kissed the feet of a priest, and a queer threw up at the sight of that. I think I saw you in an ice cream parlor drinking milkshakes, cold and long, smiling and waving, looking so fine. I don't think you knew you are in this song. And it was cold and it rained and I felt like an actor. I thought of Ma and I wanted to get back there. Your face, your race, the way that you talk. I kiss you, you're beautiful. I want you to walk. We got 5 years stuck on my eyes. 5 years, what a surprise. 5 years, my brain hurts a lot. 5 years, that's all we got. Long, long, long. Yes, and I got my glasses on. I could have taken them off for that song. I didn't. I can't, it's really strange. I'm more nervous now than I usually am when I'm on stage. It's very strange. It's very strange. Okay, I'm looking for the next song. I don't know what song. I'm looking for it. I got it here. Where is it? I don't really have a set. I'm just doing stuff, so... Was it me? Did I scream it? Say I'm gone. Say I'm leaving out the door. Pick my drunken self off the floor. Was it me? Did I see all those houses and their warmth through those windows as I drive with abandon, hating life? Was it me? Am I gone? Am I gone? Am I gone? Am I gone? Did we try talking reason? Take a breath. Stop our leaving out the door. Pick my drunken self off the floor. Did we try? All right. Are we still coming through okay?
Yeah. So just so you know, Venus.
Yes.
So this camera stopped working for some reason. So when you're off stage, you can figure out. I think it actually there's a little icon that says it's not recording.
Oh.
So I think it timed out on something.
We have a second camera that timed out. There is a little.
I see a couple of nippy fades.
There's a little switch right there that you just. Anthony can figure it out. Just.
The red button.
Yeah, the red button. Just go just one click down, and then go to yeah. Oh, turn it back. I'll get it. Don't worry. We'll have to put up with one camera right now. Oh my gosh, one camera. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to do? Let me look at this. How is everybody doing with the COVID? Are we all surviving? I know it's really difficult, and we're all inside, and we're anxious. I am anxious. And we met with some friends in New York who I think are tuning in, and they know people that have died. They know people that have known people that have died. And it's really frightening. So let's all really follow through on this and stay in and be careful and keep our distance. And if you're sick, be really careful. Take my hand, take my shoulder, I understand, I can hold you, I know you can, you're something bolder, there is no plan. And it's getting colder. Oh, my brother, see my sister. There are no others. There is no difference. I could be you. You could be me. We struggle onwards and desperately. There's too much fear. There's too much hardness. There's too much here. It's never farthest. Stop your hate. Stop your gun. Stop your fighting. We are one. Hold me, sister, hold me. Hold me, brother, hold me. Hold me, father, hold me. Hold me, mother, hold me. Hold me, sister, hold me. Hold me, brother, hold me. Hold me, father, hold me. Hold me, mother, hold me. Hold me, sister, hold me. Hold me, brother, hold me. Hold me, father, hold me. Hold me, mother, hold me. Hold me, sister, hold me. Hold me, brother, hold me. Hold me, father, hold me. Hold me, mother. Carry me. I'll carry you. We could be stronger. We could be true. Make me wise. Make me breathe. Make me feel you. Make me grieve. Okay, I'm going to invite Lynette up here, and I'm going to fix that other camera. And then I'll teach her how to do that so we can troubleshoot for the next set.
Okay. Here I am. I'll try not to mess up your stuff up here. I was told not to read very long, so.
You can read.
I'll just go on and on. Well, I think I'm going to read one argument poem and then some love poems, semi-love poems, as close to a love poem as I get. Okay, so, I'm going to check my watch so I'm not overstaying my welcome. Did you get it to work?
That's the camera over there.
Right. Did you get it to work?
I think so.
Okay, good.
No, I didn't.
Okay, then it's not my fault. Okay, this is called The Wine in This Glass. The wine in this glass is darker than lipstick. It breaches the rim. It sloshes the edge. It dribbles on my knuckles. I suck the juice off my index finger, press it again to the glass to hold back the flood. I am contemplating love and risk, a wall going up around Palestine, me and you. I wish I had read John Locke a long time ago when I had the chance. Philosophy seemed like too much work. My fingers are wet and sticky. Another swallow of wine makes the red tide recede. I'm a yeller and a shouter, but my empty kitchen is only good for a metal stove and dark thoughts. Why do you think crows only travel in threes? I just saw 20 dart across the darkening sky. You unsettle me. Forgive me. I am unsteady. I spill. Okay. Now, some slightly happier ones. Though, if you don't like happy poems, I understand Anthony Ceballos has some really depressing ones coming up. So That's just the way the life of poetry is. Okay, but here's a happier poem called If Somewhere. If somewhere a horned owl clings to the pine, cleaning sharp claws, unfurling her wings. If somewhere Beethoven broods over tallow, pushing his pen toward an augmented sixth. If somewhere a blizzard falls into an ocean, descending in crystals that kiss fins of sea bass. If somewhere the citizens hear the last bell of a carillon ringing at noon in the square, then love, with its patient eyes and warm hands, will walk up a mountain and stand at your door, and loosen its shoelaces on the doormat, and quietly listen for your quickening steps. How long it has stood there and when it might leave is something not even a shaman can guess. Yet here is its shadow, and here is its tread, and here is its suitcase, and here is its breath. And here's one called How We Love. You have to be willing to bend, to test each new kind of posture, to supplicate kneeling, to brandish an eye for each fragment. You have to admit that the stately procession of lush grass spears clusters and builds a new lawn. You have to admire the bird that swings through leafless pear branches, tilting her head, sensing, finding fat wood wasps. You must wear hats and coil your hair, divine strength in compression, the animal curled in its straw-feathered nest. Quiet armor of spine, then you will see with all available light into a place that only the feet can enable. Ooh, I've got time for one or two more. They're short. You did? Okay, for a little bit. Okay. All right, well, now we're going random. Okay, well, here's the title poem for whichever camera you're looking at, Wild Verge. It's called Wild Verge. That's why it's a title poem. I was skiing with my people, but entered the cave alone. This is the part I cannot tell you about. I can only draw a picture of my body as something pulled me. I was a forest mouse, and now I am stretched above the birch trees. I'm stretched above the pine trees. My head touches the moon. My hair is on fire with the stars. Do I have time for any more? All right. I'm just going to do one more, because this is like a lot. This is more than I was planning. All right. All right. But I don't have to read so fast now. Maybe I'll stretch this one out. But they're all kind of short, see? I'm a one-page poet. All right. I don't know what is with that. This is called What the Rain Brings. A violin's short strings, plunking first, then its massive welter to a thunderstorm. Are you afraid of rivers? Are you afraid of drowning? Once, when I went to see the swelling creek, drawn to its brimming swirls, I slipped and I fell in. My rubber boots churned against the flow. My half-sized body yearned to stand upright. Somehow my hands gripped the muddy bank. No, they gripped the tall grass rooted there. I pulled myself away from that round culvert flowing underneath the street and down the hill, pulled myself out of the foaming creek, headstrong in its fight to see the lake. Are you afraid of death? Are you afraid of angry women? I am that angry woman. Don't be so afraid. My river has so much love in it. Sometimes it looks like rage. Okay, that's all I'm going to read. So either Anthony gets to read next or Venus has to stop fiddling with the works.
Okay, I'm gonna come back up.
Can I introduce Anthony?
Yeah.
All right. Anthony Ceballos, poet extraordinaire. We're allowed to have Anthony here because he lives here. So why don't you come to the stage, Anthony? I think I can call you an award-winning poet. Can I call you? I mean,
Have I won an award? I maybe won.
You've been in the Loft Mentor series. Yeah, you're kind of a yeah. Anthony Ceballos, the poet who makes it work. Oh.
The poet who makes it work.
Okay.
I'm making Lynette grab my wine.
Okay. The stage is yours.
Hi, everybody. This is interesting. Yes. So I have two poems that I'm going to read because that's what I do. I write poetry and I enjoy it. And I find myself thinking a lot about the power of art, especially during times like this, these unexpected crises. So, anywho, the first poem that I have is a fairly depressing one, but then I have another one that is not written by me. It's written by one of my favorite poets that gives a little bit more of a hopeful outlook on things, because that's life sometimes. Those depressing moments, but you know, when things get low, you know, they can only go back up. So anyway, the first poem is called When Home Isn't Home. When home doesn't feel like home, I sip from a breaking glass. When home doesn't feel like home, I call my mother on her cell. When home doesn't feel like home, I try to find it in the arms of a man, any man. Please, man, won't you be my home? When home doesn't feel like home, I want to go back home. Shea green carpet, sound of a phone ringing, my mother chatting with my grandmother, uncles at the door, sisters on the way, another bowl of cereal, let's eat like a king, $5 allowance, richest kid around, open windows on Saturday afternoons, kitchen being cleaned, the messy-haired 7-year-old leads an army of stuffed animals into an intergalactic war. When home doesn't feel like home, won't you send me back? You, as in God, light, earth, mother, anybody with a time machine. Sometimes when I'm at home, I get the inexplicable feeling of wanting to go home. Is this what aging is? Wanting something you can't have back? Will I ever feel at home again? If home is in my head, it is a dangerous place. The scars of men who've bit my throat, wrapped my hair around their hands and pulled, trying to keep themselves from falling. This is not the home I asked for, not in a dream, waking, unconscious, my house on fire. Home is the moon reflected in my eyes, a thorn embedded in my tongue, the blank page, the nothing page, page of broken bones and blood on the hardwood. I can never go back. The next poem that I have is a poem that I feel like offers a lot of hope and inspiration, especially in these times where we need that. I would consider it definitely one of my favorite poems by the poet Joy Harjo, the first Native American poet laureate of the United States. And I adore this poem. And as you hear it, I hope that what I love so much about it, you will find some version of that for yourself. It's called Remember. Remember the sky that you were born under. Know each of the stars' stories. Remember the moon. Know who she is. Remember the sun's birth at dawn. That is the strongest point of time. Remember sundown and the giving away tonight. Remember your birth, how your mother struggled to give you form and breath. You are evidence of her life and her mother's and hers. Remember your father, he is your life also. Remember the earth whose skin you are. Red earth, black earth, yellow earth, white earth, brown earth, we are earth. Remember the plants, trees, animal life who all have their tribes, their families, their histories too. Talk to them, listen to them. They are alive poems. Remember the wind, remember her voice. She knows the origin of this universe. Remember, you are all people, and all people are you. Remember, you are this universe, and this universe is you. Remember, all is in motion, is growing, is you. Remember, language comes from this. Remember, the dance language is, that life is. Remember. And then the last thing I'll say is I work at a small independent business, Birch Bark Books in Minneapolis. And I just want anyone who's watching to just remember your small, local, independent businesses, because like many, we're figuring out how best to move ahead. So I'll just say, if there is some book you've been thinking, oh, I want to get that book, I just need that book so bad, let me go to Amazon real quick and I'll just get it. Perhaps think differently. At least in this time right now where your local independent businesses and your independent bookstores need you. And this is my shout out to Birch Bark Books. And perhaps, you'll consider getting that one book at Birch Bark. It would make us all very happy because it's such a difficult time. And I just wanted to throw that out there Birch Bark has meant a lot to me. And I don't know, I just, support, I guess. I don't know. So that's all. Thank you.
I'm making Lynette get me some more wine. Oh, I have to introduce, this is our kitty that no one ever sees. Oh, can I get him? Oh. This is Totoro. This is Totoro. There. He's a cat that we was a stray. Almost all of our cats are strays that we adopted from the yard. He was very cold and freezing one very, very cold winter, and we finally brought him in. Okay, where is my pick? I know. See, this is it. I don't have a set. I just have all these songs. Oh, there it is. Okay. And I'm reading your posts, everybody. Thank you so much. This is wonderfully fascinating. Okay. and I'm driving, destination secure in solace, and I'm trying, time will stop if you're fast. I remember all the damage and razor blades, where your sorrow found a place at last. Found a place at last. And I wonder, these are places we travel to, and I wonder how we survive our past. Are we wholly living lives of certainty, or just slowly tearing sails from masts? Tearing sails from masts. And I'm crazy, too much fear and selfishness. And I'm crazy, too many years of this. And I'll follow broken paths we stumble on. Take my hand, pretend we're not alone. Oh, pretend we're not alone. Oh, pretend we're not alone. And I'm driving, destination secure in solace, and I'm trying, time will stop if you're fast. I remember all the damage and razor blades, where your sorrow found a place at last. Found a place at last. Found a place at last. Okay, I plugged my, I'm going to do another song, and then I'm going to read a little bit from the memoir. My iPad is right there. If that's okay. No, is that okay? Yeah, you just put it on the couch there, next to Totoro. Everybody sees Totoro on Instagram on my shoulders, so it's just people coming over to visit who never see him, because he's a big scaredy cat and runs away. Okay, I'm looking for a particular song that I wanted to do. You would think with all this time I would have memorized. I do have most of my songs memorized, but I'm nervous. I'm nervous. and he loves you. Then he hugs you. Everything's all right, and you trust him, 'cause you love him. So many years you're on your feet, you're okay. Crazy how things happen, and you laugh at that fight, acting just like kids, and you take your car, drive away. You've taken too much for one day, and your friends, they know nothing. They'll never see the good times, all that love, all that sharing. Nothing can compare. And she hugs you, says she loves you. Everything's all right, and you trust her, 'cause you love her. So many years she's on her feet, she's okay. Crazy how things happen, and she laughs at that fight, acting just like kids. And you take your car and drive away. You've taken too much for one day, and your friends, they know nothing. There's never been the good times. Drink your scotch, gin and bitters. Alcohol's gone. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna choose This is one of the last chapters that I wrote while I've been working. It's a work in progress. So this is Saturday, June 12th, 2004, 1 a.m. The Ambassador Theatre, 1218 Great North Road, New Zealand. Something with flames, I tell the bartender. Sweat dripping down between my breasts and the middle of my back. I feel my hair cling to my neck. The cool New Zealand winter air sneaking through the cracked open club door behind me hits the bare skin of my upper body, and I feel invincible, absolute. I think this is what I live for, this completeness, this purposefulness, this accomplishment. And any jackleg I complained about yesterday is gone. And it's okay that the other camera went dead again. I'll fix it. Next time we do this, I'm gonna get a tape in there and record it, and then it won't shut down on us. Ugh. Any jet lag I complained about yesterday is gone. The bar is thick with excitement and people. I am wedged shoulder to shoulder between them as glasses filled with alcohol clink around me. The bartender replies acknowledgement and asks if a shot is okay. I say absolutely, and add as long as it has flames. Matthew, to my left, crowds in between myself and the person next to me. He says something complimentary because he's happy. No more than that, he's ecstatic. But I have no memory of what he says. My ears are still muffled from the volume of my guitar amp. In addition, my mind, distracted, is still racing through the performance my band and I have just finished. I smile back at Matthew, nod agreement to whatever it is he said, then turn right to see Jendine and Tempest, my drummer and bass player, sitting across the bar. Patrons crowd around them as well. I note as they turn from one another, answering questions, addressing compliments, signing posters or napkins or any scrap that's pushed towards them, and I laugh. Our first New Zealand gig in this tiny scrap of a club converted from a minuscule movie house lobby. Its walls all red and padded in shiny, glittering vinyl. A center bar straddles down the middle vertical of a T-shaped floor plan. It ends just before the cross of the T. Here, the floor plan splits left and right, forming the cross top of the T. Each side continues in each direction to finish at the base of facing twin lobby balcony staircases. Both staircases are closed off at their tops with red vinyl padded walls, or sealed balcony doors, or I don't remember exactly, but I remember there is decidedly no remaining access to any such live balcony at either top. Reverse direction here, and they both descend back down, spilling onto the lobby floor like twin fountains, which serve as both audience seats to the right and to the left, a PA system platform. Just past these stairs, the T-cross forms its final breadth. Twin hallways, each leading to a purposefully disabled, sparkly red vinyl padded twin theater door, one left, one right. I imagine at some past incarnation those doors opened to the theater itself, but no longer. This is now the resolve of the super tiny Ambassador Theater music venue. Here on the left side of the T-cross, the stage becomes evident. A simple clearing on the floor, tucked back in the furthest corner behind this side of the twin balcony staircases. Opposite this, the audience either stands next to, in front of, or on the facing twin balcony staircases that surge forward as we perform. Wall to wall, intricately designed dark theater carpet pad our knees as either I or Tempest repeatedly fall to the ground mid-song or crescendo end, or just any time that strikes us. Electric guitars in hand and grasped picks move quickly, chords slam hard, my grinder sparks showers. Repeated jams mimic Jen's rhythm accents, a grinder and drum double rhythmic emphasis. The audience faces just feet away from ours, sweat and move like one creature in time with our thunderous music. And I love these tiny space performances, I think to myself, as the bartender honors my requests and sets a blue-green shot down in front of me. I watch as he proceeds to light the short glass's liquid contents on fire. I watch the blue flame flicker and curl as my fingers, still slippery with sweat, reach to grasp it. As I shift weight, I feel my patent leather thigh highs stick to the red vinyl wall-matching bar stool seat. To free them, I place my left hand down on the seat cushion between my fish-netted legs and give stability and push. I move each leg independently, peeling one then the other patent boot tops off the red vinyl friction stick surface, there and there. With both boot tops now freed, I complete my pinch grasp of the flaming shot glass with my right hand's thumb and first two fingers and lift. The rim of the glass is super hot from the blue flame now beginning to lick down the sides towards my two slippery fingertips. I lean towards to attempt to blow it out just as my grip begins to fail, and I am too late. The glass is too full. The lick of blue flame blossoms spectacularly. The booze of fire drip spills between my near-burnt fingertips and splashes down to the bar. My pinch becomes too painful to maintain. My once tiny flaming shot now more closely resembles a barely kept inferno, which threatens chaos. I move to set the damn thing down, but it lands too hard. Hits the bar with a jolt. A touchdown tilt spills fire over glass, over fingers, and over bar top, and it all erupts full force into a dance of sheet flame, 3 feet across and 2 feet high. Patrons tight on either side shift backwards while grabbing their drinks, and I once again, though this time admittedly careless and accidental, once more capture everyone's attention. All right, I'm going to stop there. I'll finish it in the next set. All right. It's 4 minutes to 9. So we're going to take a break, and then about 15 minutes for me to start another stream. And that I just get so and then we're going to shift to the Patreon page for the Patreons that have gone in there, and I tried to make it really easy. It's the basic $2 tier, the cheapest one, and we're not going to have a chat function there. because I haven't gotten that one set up for chat. But I think since I'm going, well, I don't know. So no, I don't think so. So we're gonna have to just do it, cross our fingers, and message me from Patreon. So I'm going to move away from the microphone, and thank you very much. And we're gonna do this more often. This has just been too much fun. I'm gonna dig back into my old catalog, and these guys are gonna come up with more stuff, Lynette and Anthony, and we're gonna do this again. So thank you for your time for this hour. Go find some other people, and those of you that want to watch the second part at Patreon, go to my Patreon page, Patreon/Venus to Mars. And I don't think there's announcements, so just kind of keep it open and hang it on somewhere, and in about 15 minutes a video should pop up, and then you can watch it. So thank you so much.